What do you mean late? I was late by like 30 seconds, boy. I was busy doing some of the rest of my style changes upstream, and then I barely finished them. Just time to get stream started. So my B when I was 30 seconds late. Whoops. He left my head. He likes me though. Like if I showed up 30 seconds late, he's not gonna like, and like he's usually there when I get there. Like he's like right usually in front of the door. I say hi to him every time I walk in, and he if I'm 30 seconds late, if I'm like 5 minutes late, he might give me a shot, and that's it. He doesn't actually care. Although I'm almost never, like, late. Maybe a minute or two, depending on traffic. And it's slightly going up right now. College season's happening, so all the college kids are back in town, and, I remembered the hard way today. I can't drive through campus on the way back from work. I have to take the different route. Although it's usually not that bad. It's really bad today, because like today is the day that like so many people are moving in today. It's like, So it's packed over there. No. However, there are a few different paths to and fro where I live and work. Because work's about 10 minutes. It's about 10-minute drive from my house to where I work. And usually the most convenient way to go is down. Has you cut through campus. Just the layout of the town I live in. Like, the route I take going to work, I don't usually drive through campus. But the route I take coming back, yeah, I usually do, and that's just where stop signs are. Cute college rules it. I blame you for that, Death. Yeah, I'm out there going through college trying to find girls to flirt with. That's me. It's totally me. Some people would do that. Mostly people that go to college. Although there are some questionable people that would otherwise. call me old-fashioned, but, like, just because I see someone that looks attractive doesn't instill in my mind, I should go ask them out. And be like, oh, I should try to date them. Make it smile, you got him. Problem is, I'm not trying to, like, unlike some people I know, I'm not trying to flirt with every thing that has a pair of boobs. If they happen to be massive man boobs. No, this one time today? Hey, nice. I mean, you haven't got the EXNN yet? Unbelievable, Dommy Coach, you watched. I'm just joking. Listen, all I'm saying, 11, is I've seen too many people who are in what I would call the relationship culture. And by too many people, I mean, I feel like a vast majority of people my age, you know, whether it was when I was in high school or college age. I guess I'm still college age. And there's too many people that get into relationship hopping, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not just gonna do the thing where you find a cute chick, you get together for like 2 months, and it's like great, and then you leave, and then you go find a new chick and do the same thing over and over again. Because people who get in relationships apparently can't stop being in them. Listen, you gotta make progress where you make it, even if it's annoying. Progress is still progress. Yeah, as much as I love streaming, which I do, it's always baffling every time Wednesday comes around. Because, like, as much as I love streaming, I don't really feel it until, like, Monday or Tuesday of, like, how much it just tires me after, like, a nearly week of doing it straight, and then just like not doing it on Wednesday, and I just feel just so rejuvenated on Thursday. Usually. Like, I don't realize how, like, just exhausted it can be until I, like, take a break, and it's just like... Because, like, when I was middle school through high school, it's like, I would do schoolwork, and it's like, there's a couple days a week I'd hang out with my friends, but otherwise I'm usually just, like, before I worked a job, it's like my free time, I just spend it kind of, like, doing nothing, basically. you know, just lazing about playing games or something. And then I started working, and like I got busier, but like I still had plenty of time to do that. It was a lot less, but there still was plenty. And nowadays, I just like I don't have like much of that time at all. And then, so like throughout the week, I have like each day I regularly have like 45 minutes to an hour of kind of just like chill. I do lazy about, do whatever I want. And then for like when Wednesday approaches, it's like, whoa, I got like close to 4 hours of this. Why was that left red bullet? Oh, that red bullet was so cringe, dude. Holy moly. The one on the left that just trapped me in. Blame that completely. It wasn't my fault I died, it was that stupid red bullet. Like, generally speaking, my free time is, like, depending on when I get... Oops, I didn't mean to pick a left faith there, over. It's, like, depending on when I get back from work, it's, like, I'll shower, maybe I'll eat something small, and then I have, like... Depending on exactly when I got back from work, half an hour to 45 minutes, maybe an hour, half an hour to an hour before I stream. In this time, I sometimes get other things done, though, like cleaning and stuff, but... And then I'll stream, and then after I get done streaming, it's usually I'll make dinner, and then depending on like how long that took and how long like the stream went, it's like maybe I'll have another half hour to an hour. Sometimes I will make food, eat food while I watch YouTube, and then go straight to bed. I'm a famous streamer. No. There are a few people I work with that have mentioned it before, but it's generally not something I go about parading to people. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, I don't know how many people I've ever actually directly told that I stream. Like, the number is definitely single digits. Like, I didn't even mention it to my mom before. It was, like, my sister and her husband who mentioned it at one point, and then my mom asked me what that was, and then I had to explain it. So I had to explain it to her, but like I never actually was the one who mentioned it in the first place. Most people that I know are via someone else. Like, I can think of like a few people that have actually directly mentioned it too. Yeah, baby! Ooh, sick move, buddies. Like, I think if I look, I'm like close to like, up to like 100, like, I'm over $150 off Twitch at this point, I must say. Boom, baby. I think I'm getting close to... Okay, that is not the prettiest move that we love to see here, inventory. Like, with the money on the equipment that I bought to spend on... Or, if you take the money I spend on equipment for streaming, I'm almost even on it at this point. What? Very soon, I'm gonna start making millions off of it. Just you wait, right? Any minute now, for sure. Touhou, where the big entertainment business is known to be. People cool, I want to. Yeah, let's go do the hot tub streams. Come on, if I wanted to do that, I'd just get myself a big booby VTuber model, and then just like sell myself like that. Water's super bright. Listen, if I had to deal with the fact that, like, everyone watching me was watching me not because they like my content, but because they want to have sex with me, and, but to make up for that, I'm making hella cash, you know what? I would take that trade. Probably. Depending on how much that hella cash is. Right? Like, let's not sell myself too short, right? Oh, Miji. Long. Has Sanai canonically ever done anything like that for money? Canonically? I'm pretty sure Slugnai is mostly a canon thing based after a couple of traits, and not actually a canon thing. What did I say canon twice? I meant a fanon thing. That... Any Ayaya enjoyers? Mm, 11. I'm gonna need to buy the third Ace Attorney game off you by tomorrow. Nice and simple. Was acting up again. Bro uses Twitch mobile and expects it to work perfectly? Question mark? Who's the insane one here? I mean, it'd probably be as well, but like... I'm not happy with how I'm looking at this attack. I'm just happy I'm getting through it. Nice. Oh, I know I was not sure at all how to go through that. Oh, that's a bad time to die. Never punished. Okay. We take a 2 minutes through every day of the week. Including on Thursdays. In 2 hours? No. Wiping to a question mark in 2 hours. A little over 2 hours, but... I did all of my style changes off stream. Just catching up on all of them. Most of them are pretty simple. There's a few I thought about for a little bit, but decided I probably should take X pick. Or cause the fans Slut Knight to be born. It's probably a culmination of things. Do you want me to go through the details? I can take some pretty strong guesses as to why. And I feel pretty confident in some of them. It's mining off stream, yeah. Guys, I did some mining off stream. 6 stacks of diamond. I'm sorry, diamond's mid in modern Minecraft. 6 stacks of netherite armor. Out the devs, bro did not read the Twitch message, SMH. Or does not check the announcements, confirmed. Although it'll still take a while, regardless. Oops, I did the thing where I go the wrong direction. But at least I know how to recover every time I do it, because it's not that. I mean, all the style changes stuff is definitely fairly cool, and like doing it off stream definitely takes away a little bit, I feel, but like for the most part, it's like I don't think most people, I think it's such a time sink sometimes to sit there and look at the options and like, hey, this is probably good here. This is good. This is good because of this. This is good because of this. What do I need? Girl. Calm down. Unfortunately, Keiki's the last thing I have to do based on the order of bosses, because it's the highest level of the 4. I guess 5 if you count my Yumi, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. I'm pretty sure Extra Hina just completely bodies the Mayumi itself. I'll sleep again today. Bro did not read the announcement message. Unbelievable. Kids these days. In their 10-second attention spans. No, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna beat up my Yumi real quickly. I'm gonna get the encounter in there, probably quickly level that encounter up. And style change it, and then start planning the question marks. I mean, he's still 11's still probably gonna be sleeping. He's an old man, and it's gonna be late at night for him. So you know. Is stage 5, by the way? What about that's a nice sprite? I've seen a lot of people like complain about the Mountain of Fates, and I was like, "Oh, it was so bad." I'm so glad he like changed it a bit. Like she looks so bad in this. I'm like, does she really look that bad? does like this run. I would be absolutely beyond surprised if I make it out of today, especially with like minimal casualties. Like, I think it's possible, like, if I make it past this... Oh my goodness, Fairy! What the hell was that at the end? Puppet's just boring. It's a good thing I have lost a puppet. Actually, technically, I've lost 2, although one of them is completely my fault. Yeah, versus me, a real doll fight. Yeah, it's fair. Don't like that non. That non is so miserable. It's not. I honestly like how it's designed a bit. It's just it sucks to play on a run. I'm like it's not even like it's the hardest thing in the game by any means. It's just so brutal to do it. Losses. Well, should I actually tell you what I said, what I'm doing? Because bro can't read the announcements. But we're going calculus, boys. Now, setups are still gonna take a while. It's still gonna take me a while to plan out every fight, but... Don't fuck me now, Kaneko. Don't forget to kiss her. I'll ramble with the details after this Kaneko, but I should really lock in. Fuck you, you piece of shit source! Oh, you fucking cocksucker. Another double death source? We love to see it. The fucking easiest spell this chick has. It's not the easiest spell she has. Actually, is it? For spell? It probably is. No, it's the second easiest. Oh, so much for there being any pressure on this attack. That might be the angriest I've ever been capping Divine Virtue. That's fucking bullshit. I'm pissed. Nice 4 miss. Shit, I only have 8 letters. Okay, good run though, all things considered. As upset as I am. You missed why we're doing calculus? No, you didn't miss it because I never said it. Now, there's a chance, honestly, it could take slightly longer to calc some fights if I'm not calcing at all to, like, strategize for it, but we'll see. We shall see. But I was contemplating, and I was gonna say, I thought about her earlier throughout this week, and I was like, and I pondered, and I was like, you know what? The next run I do, I will do calculus. And then inevitably I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it right now. We'll see. The next run I have that gets past Miko, I will determine after that how potentially if I want to keep that. We'll see. We'll see. Change your mind? Well, I've gotten a better understanding of how the AI works. And that is most important thing number one. I know I say that after literally having done, like, one hard AI fight, but... And I'm interested, you know, how very feasible it is to do it. Because, like, let's take that Remy fight. Although I calc some things, it's like, the Remy fight kind of ended up being mostly offhand. Because the thing I had prepped for, I was basing under one scenario that turned out to never have been possible, so the whole thing ended up getting fucked over from the beginning. I also think, as a whole, although it will definitely still take plenty of time, calculus will also be a little bit quicker across the board, which is also another important thing. And it's a lot more loose. It's a lot more loose. Like, I'm not saying I'm going to do it forever. I'm going to try calculus for a while and see if it feels unreasonable, then yeah. But I think with the way the AI works, most of the time, unless I plan a fight out for hours on end, which I think is very possible based on how the AI works, I don't want to spend 6 hours planning a fight. Listen, I still think calcing is perfectly fine, especially for how difficult this game is likely to be. I think it will probably lose me multiple runs not doing it, but I think that I think the AI is weird. It's not like it's the best. It's weird, but I think it is also a little bit interesting to see how it's going to go because of how the switching, like the AI is. I've seen a lot of like Pokemon ROM hacks. I've seen a lot of like really good AI in them, even like custom made ones for ROM hacks, such as whatchamacallit. Also, it's funny if I can move using my my numpad like this, and you can't see it on the input detector. Oh yeah, I very likely might get in big trouble today with some of these fights. We'll see. I also think your options as a player in this game are pretty high. Like, and mind you, I should specify when I, like, mean calculus. It means I'm just not using the damage calculator, which also means I'm not directly using the speed calculator. However, I still have a lot of methods of guesstimating speed stats. And I will definitely be like, okay, let me think. If this is like this, who outspeeds who? What does this do? Bish bash bosh. And I still have all of my documentation for the game. I'm still using all of that. The spreadsheets with movesets, abilities, held items, their stat investments. I'm still using all of this. Like, I'm not like stopping playing and going everything blind. I'm just using everything with the beginning is not the hardest. The beginning is kind of it's really weird in how like the difficulty goes in these runs. I'm gonna once again reference Pokemon Run, where it's like the first gym, Brawly, in that is theoretically the hardest fight in the game. Because it's the fight you have to kind of take the most risks for, because you have the least options. So in a way, it's the hardest fight in the game. That being said, there are so many later fights that are, in theory, so much more terrifying. Very long blue post game. The good news is, as someone with a bit of run and bun experience, it's not nearly as long as that game. Which, to be honest, most, like 99% of things aren't, so. Although, not that I've gotten that far in that. I've made it past Watson, and that's it. There is a lot of room to mess up. Though the game does give you a lot. Puppet Dance gives you... And that's another thing about Puppet Dance, is it's not necessarily designed around Nuzlocking, per se. And one thing that does is you have a lot of really good options as the player. Like, a lot of the harder ROM hacks, like, specifically, either completely remove options from you, or like, hold things off to late game a lot. Right? But, like, there are a lot of good setup options. Like, there is a possibility that later in the game, backup plan Vi/Satono can just, like, literally win fights on its own. You set up, you baton pass to something in the back, and then you just win. Die already? Thank you, homing. I have to randomize each style of puppet instead of choosing? No, absolutely not. I'm already, like, theoretic, like, sort of randoming encounters, right? Like, you know, what I get from run to run is going to be very different for the most part. Like, Dorami is a given encounter. The Suika is always going to be a guaranteed encounter, but, like, absolutely not random styles. not all styles are created equally, although a lot of them do have things they can do. There are, just generally speaking, better or worse styles. And sometimes it just depends on the stats you're going to be given on a given puppet at any random time. Gross what you can do. Yeah, one of the sort of balancing things in the puppet dance for this is, generally speaking, it's like level 70 plus. It's like you really can't get access to it till level 70. But another thing about the calcing is I feel like trying to do true stratted fights, based on the way the AI is, would take so much effort to calc out. Because of how fucking piss-oriented. Holy shit, Notori. Okay, that second wave was a lot better. Brrr. Nice. Always love this pace. Again, I'm. This is more of an experimental no-calc. Experimental calculus. So, like, I very well might, like, stop after some time, depending on how it feels long term. But also, and you know, this is kind of a masochistic part of me saying this too, because it'll likely mean I lose a lot more, but it makes better content. Even if not by a lot, by a little bit. Game glitcher already can't break the game with one single puppet. SMH. Oh, I saw that the last second, but I dipped too. I moved out of the way, but I moved too far to the right. That window was tight AF. You just hate it when they're just so tight like that, dude. Momiji just really making it tight, cramped in there for you. Really giving you a rocky ride. Climb this waterfall, it gets all wet, slippery, it just gets tight, and sometimes you just get out of, just gets you out of place. Whatever he said to be like chat, choose a starter. I don't know, I kind of like the random 3-pick one. I should have died for that. That was... Okay, I keep getting these solid mid-games. Wish they were a little bit better, but because, like, they're so...
She racing? No, they're good odds. There's decent odds I get her, right? She's like a 20-something%. She's like a 25 or a 30% counter on the moon, right? I don't know if I'm ever gonna take the patch of grass next to the Hut of Insanity in the Bamboo Forest, so that decreases my my moon racing odds. But I still think my moon racing odds are pretty good. Like they're pretty solid. We'll see her eventually. Game Glitcher, when they took a puppet that was very stupidly powerful and made her not as stupidly powerful. This attack is a hard attack sometimes. Although a lot of total attacks tend to be. She gave Guillotine 100% accuracy and always go first. True. I will, before I do the Mayumi fight, I'll quickly go through all of my style changes when I get back to when I start that later. Storm Day, you are not an attack I love. I've talked about that plenty though, so. Fuck! Oh my gosh, I hate that movement, dude. So much of the attack just comes down to does she go left twice? Or does she go left right? That was also poor. I actually had that line too. Oh well.
And also, yes, I did take Power Suika. That's also a shame.
Oh, well. I wish Power Suika had a special defense worth something. Just swap the special defense and special attack like they do on Slacking, and she'd be so good. Oh my gosh, I wish they did that, but they killed her by swapping that. I still think she's really good, but she's not nearly as good specially defensive, which is a problem. That being said, I still think, at least physically, she's insane. Yeah, but one of the things that makes Slacking so good for runs like this is the fact that you can kind of just like switch it in wherever, and it just soaks so many hits across the board. Well, with Suika, you kind of can only do one at a time, right? So that does limit her use a little bit, but I mean, she still seems pretty freaking good. My biggest issue with her, honestly, is just the fact that I have E+ speed on it. I just wish it was a little bit faster. The speed size feels kind of awkward. I guess the one thing I still have to determine about AI is, like, the AI will kind of base what they do kind of off of your move selection. I'm wondering about predicting how the AI predicts your switches. That's really, like, the one thing I've yet to, like, determine well.
Evidence has been a little inconclusive, I feel. But I mean, one of the sick things about Suika is the fact that you can just kind of switch her in. She, like, soaks a hit super well. Super fast encourage, make them do the basically just encore them into the same move, and then set up for something else. AO smart up to not use pursue. Are they not in this game? I know different Pokemon games have different levels of pursuit smartness. I was looking through my puppets. I forget which one it was. It might have been like Claw. Someone. I forget who it is off the top of my head. One of my puppets that I was style changing, it got access to the Pursue. I was like, that's interesting. Because the AI does love to switch. Also, I ended up taking the Letty. I forget which Letty it is. I think it's like defense Letty with access to Sun Shower. So now I have a lot of weather access should I want it. If only I took the Fox's wedding. My. Grew up getting married to foxes. Damn it, it should have been me! Getting out of that pocket is just such a stressful thing. From here, it's still pretty stressful, but it's a lot more. You have so much more space to work with. Getting out of that pocket is so stressful. Dorami. Yeah, but that would require you to take anything that's not defense Dorami. And I don't know if there's a time in my future where I'll ever do anything that's not defense. She seems so good. Like, unbelievably useful. Not feeling the best on that Nog right now, even though I'm getting it. I think one of the most important things in a lot of puppets is just what it means. Be able to switch in comfortably, not take a billion damage, and threaten things. And threaten to take a lot of hits, and that's what defense Dorby is very much in that category. And I think this extra Hina is fairly similar, which is why I am excited to start ripping it. I also picked up this extra Aka. I'm not sure
how much I'm going to use this thing, but I feel like it could be a little stupid, you know? I have to watch out everything true. I didn't kiss her! Oh my gosh. I'll kiss her on wave 4. I could probably get a kiss in there, but... Don't forget to kiss your Kaneko. That's not the best kiss I've ever done. There we go. There, I got the better kiss in, okay? I'm excited to get my 90% Mayumi encounter coming up. Although, if I could get that 10% Keiki, that does seem pretty base, though. For BST is super absurdly high. Now we cap that, because of course we do now. Okay, there was only like a couple micros in there, but that was perfect Kaneko. Back-to-back 4 misses? The only common miss across them was Peerless Wind God. Stretch. You know what, guys? Today's Thursday. You know what that means? Tomorrow's Friday. You know what that means? We're basically at the weekend. Jarvis, pull me up Fudakaka Tsukasa. Okay, 3 days. Actually, for me, it's 4 days. Get wrecked, loser. I don't usually dread Mondays. Like, I'll say this for sure when it comes down to work. It's like, I don't, you know, if I didn't have to work as long as I did, it'd be great. And if instead of working, I could do, like, something else, that's also, like, fine. But, like, I've learned to appreciate,
like Sundays have made me appreciate like getting out and doing something. Like generally Saturday I'm still a bit busy, but like Sunday is like my one day where it's like but like besides like editing videos, basically just like lounging about doing nothing. Maybe a bit of my cleaning or something, and then cooking, of course, but like that's it. And by the end of the day, I kind of realized how like insane I get driven when I'm just like cooped up on my desk all day. Like it's like great for the first several hours on a Sunday, because I'm like, God, just like chilling there, don't have to work, and I'm like, you know. Be cooped up at your desk all day can drive you a little crazy if you're not careful. That's why I use my standing desk sometimes. I guess that helps sometimes. I mean, here we go. It's perfectly fine. There are no bumper crop issues. Also, I finally have seen a few of the new sprites for Touhou 20. Like I've seen a few of them, but like I've never really saw them like too closely. I'm more just like, oh, I saw something with them and then that's it. But I actually like saw a few of the sprites of Touhou 20, and some of them are like I really like. I don't know the names of the characters off the top of my head, but some of them I looked at, I was like, damn, I really like that. Game Glitcher, when are we getting our Touhou 20 characters in a Puppet Dance? human. Fucking stupid angle to go for, dude. Holy shit, am I dumb. Yes, how do I choose a space with the least amount of space? Yeah, let's do that. Never underestimate this spell. Now that's a sad death. Oh my gosh, what a fate. Whatever. Okay, just make sure everything's... Well, we're back. Yeah. $52 hours. No. Go for a run, maybe 2 more. We'll see. Already had some good runs on the day. You know what I say? Don't force the issue. But not done yet. I don't know why. I've had this issue with Touhou 10. I haven't really had it with the other games. Like, I never had this issue with Touhou 11, but, like, sometimes I just load the game, and my computer just doesn't want to. And it just freezes at some point in the process. This is the first time I've ever had it in this game where me alt-tabbing back to it caused it to commit seppuku.
Nito.
It's basically almost as if I'm in the exact same spot as last run. It's like that last run just never happened, and we're just in a time loop. That's what happened. What happened is that all of my streams are pre-recorded, and the pre-recording skipped, you know, just get back in time. Hello, Spooter. Spooter, I have very bad news for you. When I played Puppet Dance earlier this week, I got my Road of Liminality, or Path of Liminality, whatever encounter, and I didn't get the 4.6% Yuka. So, no Yuka encounter, sorry. I didn't hit the less than 5% Yuka, it's unbelievable. Instead, I think it was Luis. So unlucky. I know, I can't believe I missed a frickin' piece. See, we're literally just in the time loop right now. Chance for, yeah, there is Yuka's later in the run. Chance for Yuka's later, but I don't believe that they're going to be for Widow Wiles. And that would also require me to make it all the way there without wiping. Hello, Nitori. If that better just reset then? Yeah, maybe it will. Maybe you're onto something. If there's no Yuka, what's the point, right? Up! Never in question. Although I wonder even then, in the late game, how... Ooh, I'm diddling myself. I wonder even in the late game how common some of the good counters are, though. Although, theoretically, with my current encounter table, like, I think there's, like, a Diocese loop or something. Do I have Eternity? I think there's an Eternity loop. Back to McGrave. Well, welcome back to being alive again, Game Glitcher. My stream crashed. Or by stream, I mean my computer crashed. So we're back after my computer crash. No, it was 11. We can blame him for it because he posted a link in chat and then I clicked on it. I alt-tabbed to click on it and I alt-tabbed back to the game. My computer crashed. He made me alt-tab off, so it's his fault. Fucking piece of shit, Momiji. Holy balls, my girl. Any Momiji enjoyers in chat? Please ban them! Holy shit, girl. Why are you like this? The fact that I didn't die like 3 times to that is insane. I'm actually the greatest of all time. Here's the thing, I could always just play Touhou and windowed, but I don't like Touhou and windowed personally. I'm a full screen player. And I'll stick with that. Even if it means my stream crashing once in a blue moon. Full screen is objectively best. Yeah, I'm usually a big borderless full screen fan. It's what I use in Lost Branch.
Oh, don't put the Y last second with the up to the right, and I didn't click the right in time. All I have to do is go through that one gap, and then I tap the attack. Wah. Oh, I love when I go through the bad stuff. I don't like this attack. Go to the left once, and then one more time? Okay, you don't have to go that far over, my girl. Okay, she did it twice, we're fine. I'm out of it on this attack today. No, pick up the P. Oh well, what are you gonna do? All-time most hate character is? That's a very good question. So she can. It's probably honestly someone that's very high up on the character on the popularity tier list. For a variety of reasons. Like if people were if you were to hold like the popularity poll and have a choice, it's like, who is your most hated character? The number one is going to be someone probably in like the top 10, top 20 of the favorites. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I am wrong, but I have a hunch. Or it's Sumareko. Where's Sumareko on the popularity tier list anyway? Now that I think about it. Actually, maybe I shouldn't ask that question. Never mind, I retract that. Don't answer that question. I retract the statement and actively do not want someone to go look up and answer it. The precious thing. I don't think Marissa would be. I think, hunch-wise, she's probably not in the running for that. Although, I wouldn't put it as possible. I wonder who's hated more, Reimu or Marissa? Good question. Probably Reimu, in all honesty. That was foolish. Foolish fool of a took. Foolish fool of a took again. But the first death kind of leads to the second one, because I don't know where I am in the cycle.
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the most hated tier list ends up falling in a very similar manner to the popular tier list, just due to the nature of how that thing works. I like Sumarecto. I put her in like my top 5, I think. At the very least, she was top 10, if not top 5. I like Sumarecto, but like... She's one of the generally more disliked characters due to what she represents as her character. Which is understandable. I do see where people are coming from. To an extent. He just hit on the gray aggravator, Suroku, yeah. Pattern on the head and color, it's okay to be a nerd. Some people would disagree with you. Oh, lost in the sauce on this nun. They've not been in this attack as of late. Get that practice again at some point, try to refine myself on it. Well, maybe we should. Maybe it's also worth commenting why she was gonna do that, because she kind of assumed that she was good as dead, so she might as well go down with it. Right, from like her perspective, it was, you know, the people Gensokyo kind of like trapped her in there. And that she was basically going to die. She's gonna wind up dead sooner or later. So, exactly. That was kind of a weird... I don't think I jumped back down as quickly as I should have. Now, did they have good reason to bully and kind of be mean to Sumarecto? Absolutely, but you know, good to see Kaneko. Say they decided, you know what, she needs to learn her lesson. Now, did that go a little too far? Yeah, probably, you know. Probably a little too used to how Gensokyo works and you know, was a little too ignorant to how Sumarecto would probably handle it. Especially because probably to, you know, Sumarecto, you know, what do yokai mean? Oh, they kill and eat humans. You know, even if that's not necessarily quite the norm in Gensokyo, at least as much for these notable ones. Psychological trauma, exactly. This is why Kasen should be put down. She bullied a child, unbelievable. You want to know another reason why I think she's one of the more disliked characters as well? Is because of that. Because she actually has an age on her. Regardless of context of that, people find that a little weird to use. And are, some people, not everyone, but some people do. For the fans. Not a lot of them, but there's a lot of vocal ones that it does. Okay, take them. Good close to the run at least. I'm not gonna do another. I had my good runs, I'm a little tilted. Americans just say, not necessarily. There is a lot of truth to that.